This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Appalachian State's offense will have the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Back to pass, it's Singleton. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Another incompletion on third down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Creates a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch, and he didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Takes the easy completion. There he goes. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Singleton. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Dozier. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gets it out fast. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Caught over the middle, it's Stewart. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Singleton. And that one's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that.
Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap, it's Marshall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a third down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's White. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. From the gun, the ground game. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. It'll be 3rd and long. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Back to throw, it's Singleton. And the missed connection on third down. The Mountaineers will punt this one away.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A first down for the offense. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. Push down for the tackle.
I'll I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Breaks into the open. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Backed up now, here's second and long. Pulls it in, it's Dozier. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Barber. Floats it out in space. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. That's reeled in. It's Matthews. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Running into the open space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I don't care where you're at on the field, 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Barber. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the try is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. The short hands. It's Cleese-Korn. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's White. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Barber. Right down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So here comes the Michigan offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He'll start this drive firing. Snagged in the middle, it's White. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. Oh, not a touchdown Wolverines! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Dumps it off in the flats. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Barber. He's going to let it go. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incomplete.
Into the secondary on the right. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor.
And the Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On the option. Now the pitch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Quickly complete. Powers through the defender. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. Man, oh man, the offensive line probably just swelled up a little bit, relying on them on that type of fourth down play.
Oh, and in that kind of situation, if you're the back, there can be no hesitation. You know you can't be dancing around. If you see the crease, you've got to put your foot in the ground and go get it, and he did it right there.
Wide out trying to get it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Mountaineers have it with a first and goal. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Barber. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll close the gap to 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Marsh. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Marshall. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Floating away. Got the first himself.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Michigan! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. The give on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Barber. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
This time it's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Alabama is currently ahead early in this one, but they haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 9 over Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
They'll run it from the gun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. There he goes down the right side. Inside the touchdown, Appalachian State. He got a step and just dusted the field. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He's got the tight end. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Grabbed in the middle. It's White. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
That's a good.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Barber. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Looking for a push on 4th down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's White. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Quick strike through the air for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. On the move from inside his 5. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Barber. This one's complete. Stumbled to the ground.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The sure hands, it's Dozier. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Dozier. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Grab near the marker. It's Dozier. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Moves around to clear up the vision. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception.
There he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're